The clip opens with our hero poised to jump onto the bed. Then, after waiting for what clearly seems an eternity to him, it's time. He's allowed to leap up. A soft, warm paradise for humans, the bed represents nothing less than a fabled playground to this pup, and with excitement rising, he takes his first few steps. The aforementioned dog is a little Dachshund named Mr. Pepper, and he's not the only pet in the family. In fact, he's one of 5 fur baby siblings who have cutely climbed their way to internet fame. Together, the animals make up the cast of Always Hungry Cat. Always Hungry Cat is a YouTube channel that features the pets as its stars. And alongside its Facebook page, the channel shows clips of the furry family's day-to-day antics, or as the channel puts it, short stories from their lives. As should be evident despite the channel's name, the household isn't just made up of cats, there's also a healthy dose of dog too. Felines Muffin and Maine Coon, Patrick the Cornish Rex, and Shanty the Scottish straight live side by side with canine companions Margot and Mr. Pepper. And of all the house's playgrounds, the family bed seems to be among the most prized. Always Hungry Cats has many examples on its channel featuring battles for bed supremacy. But on September 16, 2016, one upload in particular caught viewers' attention. The video starts with Mr. Pepper attempting to leap onto the bed, and after a slight false start, he succeeds. What follows is so heart-melting that it rapidly accumulated an audience of more than 500,000 people on social media. You see, the little Dachshund loves being on the bed so much that he goes crazy. Indeed, Mr. Pepper truly lives up to his Spice of Life moniker and begins to dash around madly on the bed. The tiny dog then bounces back and forth across the mattress with an expression of pure joy on his face. In fact, the pooch is so pleased as punch that he can't hold back a little yap of excitement which has been bubbling up inside. But playtime doesn't end there. The clip then cuts to a Dachshund-shaped blur looping the bed on a second occasion, this time scattering pillows and a hidden cat in his wake. During his fun though, Mr. Pepper stops a couple times to briefly glance off camera, and the footage reveals a clue as to why. You see, a wagging tail appears occasionally in the bottom left-hand corner of the shot. Mr. Pepper, it seems, is about to have some company, a potential rival for the coveted mattress. Yes, Always Hungry Cat's second dog, Margot, wants a piece of the bed action too. The next section of this clip then shows Margot sharing the bed with Mr. Pepper, bringing one of her toys along for the ride. But despite taking up half the mattress, Margot doesn't appear to prevent Mr. Pepper from enjoying himself on the bed, at least not this time. After a while though, Mr. Pepper either runs out of room or tires himself out and settles down next to Margot. Both love to play on the bed, and judging by other clips in the channel's video gallery, it's not the first time they've shared it. Sometimes, however, things can get rather more competitive. For example, on one occasion when the pair were relaxing together, Margot decided she wanted more personal space. She glanced back, and when she saw that Mr. Pepper was nearby, made her best attempt at subtle conquest. Unfortunately though, subtlety does not appear to be Margot's strongest trait. To get some more legroom then, Margot rolled on her back and languidly elongated her body. Next, she slowly stretched out her legs, but that was only the first part of her cunning plan, and the second part held a devious sting in the tail, as it were. You see, Margot then placed her rear paws on Mr. Pepper and carefully nudged him out of the way, and with a seemingly indignant look on his face, Mr. Pepper took the hint and evacuated the bed. The best part though came when Margot subsequently reveled in her success. The crafty look on Margot's face turned into an expression of pure satisfaction after she'd won the bed for herself. And it's not just the dogs who go into raptures playing on the bed, the cats love it too. Feline Eva, for instance, clearly has a soft spot for pillows. But because Eva is smaller than Margot, winning the bed from Mr. Pepper isn't as easy for her. So the crafty kitty employs a stealthier approach. Instead of using pure brawn, her tactic is to sneak under the pillows and use them as a shield. The battle is aptly described by one of the video's comments underneath. High-speed interceptor wiener attempting to detect and engage a 5th-generation stealth purr, one viewer wrote. And the description proves surprisingly accurate, as Eva does her best to ambush the energetic Mr. Pepper from behind her covers. Despite her best efforts though, Eva just can't keep up with Mr. Pepper's constant bouncing. Consequently, she settles down in defeat, and Mr. Pepper enjoys his pillowy prize in victory. But while the pooch may have won this battle, will he win the war? Well, the conflict for mattress domination is an ongoing one, and it's still being waged today. Sometimes, however, it's all too much for the combatants, and they call a truce to enjoy the bed together. What's more, these sleepy ceasefires are just as enjoyable to see as their playful battles. All of your pets get along so well, another contributor wrote. It shows you love all of them equally. And that's the most enjoyable thing about Always Hungry Cat's channel. It proves that family transcends species. And despite your differences, there's always space to love one another.